What's up, everybody? Welcome to Derby City Sports Review Show. Yours truly. I put the name up so you can see who the heck I am. Will I am in the building with Will. What's going on? We got the Don. What's going on, Don? How you doing, sir?
What's going on? What's going on? Everything's all good this way, player. All good. All good.
Oh, you got that pimp lackey tonight, baby. What's going on, T Rock?
Oh, same old same, man. Had a great weekend. Spent it in Columbia, Missouri. Only about an hour and some change, maybe 2 hours away from, what I'm saying, the team. So I didn't make it, but, either way. Saw lots of Chiefs fans, if that counts.
I bet. I bet. Since St. Louis is gone, so yeah. The Cardinals, how they get stuff like that. That's all good. The Don, you have a good weekend, sir?
Hey, all good this way. Hey, I'm trying to think how the weekend went. We seen some teams win, some teams lose, and
Lord Jesus.
hey, it was
We
all
ain't talking
right.
about
All
NFL
right.
today.
Oh well.
We ain't talking about NFL
Yeah,
today.
I wasn't going that way. I wasn't really going that way.
It's already that way, brother.
I
It's
wasn't trying to
already
step on no toes up in the house.
it's already been crunched, man. My toes is gone. It's a wrap, bro. So anyway, I hope everybody had a great weekend. We also had a great show yesterday. I hope you guys catch it. The No Cap show. So make sure you can pretty much go anywhere. I mean, all our shows are everywhere, so you can go and catch it. And let me tell you, let me help you guys out. What we do, we bring T Rock back on this one. Find us. You can find us
Bada bing.
everywhere. 54 Sports Network, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, X, TikTok. You don't stop. Uh, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeart, Apple, all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And the group. Don't forget, the polls came out today, so go ahead and vote. Players of the week. So go ahead and take care of that. They deserve it. Like I said, if your kiddos wasn't on there, don't be mad. Just go ahead and vote for the next one. And maybe somebody on your team, or you can always nominate by 4 p.m. Sunday. So it's up to you. Now I don't know. Maybe you get some stats. I don't know. Don't be patting them because we have some very fact checkers among us, so we're not gonna have that. Ain't no shenanigan gates coming up through her at all. So we don't play that big time. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe. You can 99 cents. Do that. Drop some material last week. Gonna bring some more on there. It's just about fun, having fun. And Miss Wilcox, we'll see you Thursday. We'll see you Thursday. Hot Rod, I know you trying to hunt me down for Thursday so I can get some merch, all that good stuff. So yeah, look forward to all that stuff. It is what it is. But he's still exploding over, ain't he? He is boy. He wants an apology. I don't know. And come to find out, Miss Wilcox was, I think, cited at my church. She was at church. So, that's why she
Hmm.
probably couldn't get to see it. But that's okay.
Okay.
It's all
Yeah.
good. We know that she watched it. Let's put it that way. We know
What
that she
the
watched it.
heck is going on with T Rock?
T Rock is,
What
I don't
was
know if
T
he's trying to green screen it
on
or what. I
fire?
mean, let me see. Nah, I don't think he's
Was
got
he
his
on
thumb up
fire?
or anything like, yeah, let me see. He
I
was
thought
leaning
he was on
forward and
fire.
he was going through some stuff right there, but I don't know, man. I
Sir.
don't know if you want to see that. I don't think you want to see that. I don't see that. All they do is win, 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 no matter what. Let's just put it that way. That's all they do. All right,
Well,
before we
hey,
get
we're
to,
gonna have some issues this coming week.
oh yeah,
This
biggie,
coming week, we're gonna have some
biggie,
issues.
biggie. But before we get on that, let's. I don't know if you guys have anything for wrestling, but we can see what's going on with wrestling. Let me get my guy in here. Uh, there we go. Don, anything? Report on some wrestling.
Well. We did have some things going on in wrestling. I tell you what, we had wrestle AEW Wrestle Dream was this past week, and I'm telling you, AD, AEW puts on a performance. I imagine you didn't get to watch it, Trav, while you was out, saying out that way, doing your thing in Missouri. the 21-year-old. Serdy, I tell you, this Wrestle Dream was one of a kind, and just like any other pay per view that AEW puts on, they put on matches, and their matches are great. Their storyline sometimes is not all the greatest. Their build up might not be the top thing when it comes down to it, but when they put on a show, when they go to wrestle, they put on a show and a great show. I tell you that. I mean, 5-star matches. To top it off, to me, like I said, Will Ospreay is one of the best out there. Him, Ricochet, and how you say the other guy's name, Trav? Takashino, Takashino. The ones,
I know you talk about, but I know you talk about, but I'd have to see
yeah,
it
you know what?
to tell you because I can't remember
Right.
his name, but I know you're talking about.
So that was a 5-star match
Yeah,
at that. I mean, it was great. Will Ospreay did, keep his title. You had Jericho go against Briscoe. Even that build up to that was something, but Briscoe ended up pulling that one out. You had the Young Bucks against Private Party. That was a good one, but the Young Bucks ended up pulling that one out. Let me see.
of course.
Hangman against Jay White. Jay White ended up pulling that, and that was a pretty decent match, I must say. And to top it off, Brian Danielson against John Moxley to end the night. It was it was about 4 stars or close to 5 you could get, but it was like putting Brian Danielson out to rest. It's like they had the man they had to stretcher him out to end the show. So John Moxley is once again the AEW World Champion, John Moxley and his crew. But it seemed like some more things about to happen among that. So I mean, now it's like, hey, we got to wait to see what happens Wednesday.
T Rock, before we move
But
on, you
yeah,
got
that was
anything?
great.
Yeah, two things. One is Takashita, and
There we go.
the other thing is Takashita, Konosuke Takashina, and it's
Ain't that the Meg
Crown
Meg
Jewels
the
coming to
Stallion
WWE.
dance? Ain't that the Meg the Stallion song?
What's it?
Waka taka tita.
I,
What's that?
I know the song you
Probably.
talking about.
Probably.
So like y'all trying to say that. I don't know. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But WWE Crown Jewels coming up. Champion versus champion.
Mhm.
Although whoever wins or loses does not lose their specific belt, they do gain another belt that's got like a bunch of jewels in it. You know, it's supposed to be like diamonds and all kind of stuff in this thing. So that'll be pretty cool. Pretty cool event. They do one every year in like Saudi Arabia. So it's supposed to be like a 10-year contract, and then they're supposed to be done with it. But we'll see how that goes.
Cool.
Yeah, because they get money for that, boy.
Yes, sir.
Cool. All right, let's get it rocking and rolling. What's going on? Let's see what's going on. Let's see. What's up, Shannon? Good evening. Let's see. Jennifer. All right, so a lot of stuff's been popping off. Let's go ahead and start off with WNBA Minnesota Lynx and the New York Liberty. Liberty went ahead and tied it yesterday. They better because it's only a 5-game series. They took care of business yesterday, 80-66. Let's see what Stewie and company did for the game real quick. Let me see. Stewie 21 points, 7 steals, 5 assists, 8 rebounds. Goodness gracious. Jones 14, Laney 20, Sabrina 15. You know, you can't afford to lose this one. I hate to see our girl, Hines Allen, 0 points coming off the bench. You got to score. Y'all can't leave Collier doing everything by herself with 16 points, Williams 15, and Smith 14. But it's a must win. I saw where WNBA is going to go ahead and go to game 7. 7 games. You know what I'm saying? If they can, because why
For the
do
final.
that? Yeah, you have to. You can do all that other stuff. 5 games, that's cool like that. But let's see what you got. You got Lynx who won the commissioner and beat the Liberty in the regular season 3 games. So let's see. Can you beat us? You know what I'm saying? 4 out of 7 games instead of 3 out of 5. Hopefully it'll go back. Hopefully it'll go to game 5, all that kind of stuff like that. But it may not come back to Liberty. It may not. Who knows? Let's see what's going on. New York need this. Vegas has been running around, punking people out for some years now, and then everybody else. So this is an opportunity for New York Liberty to get this win. So we talked about it a little before, but my whole fixation right now is why cheapen it. You at a high level, and I know that people game plan it years in advance, but to me, I think the WNBA should have already had 7 game championship series. I'm sorry. Because why give anybody something to food for thought talking about, y'all can't even play up to 7 games. Let's get it. Let's go. I'm glad that they made a change, but Don, what do you think about them moving to the game 7? I mean 7 games instead of 5 games for their championship?
Right, I believe I'm gonna roll with you on that because I think it should have been already because they want to play on big boy status and they won't look at more seriously. And they're gaining teams now and they should have been already on this. So what is it? Was it 3 and 5? Was it 3 and 5 or is it all 5
I think
right
it's been
now?
all 5. I think it's been all 5, which is crazy,
Yeah.
but I think it's been like that.
So 5 to 7. Hell, they probably could even stretch the final 4 out to 7 games. You ask me. So hell.
Right, right. Maybe it's a little sticky wicket. You know what I'm saying? Because the Olympics don't push everything back. So you can go
Yeah,
ahead
that
and
didn't
move a
help at
month,
all.
then maybe you can get away with 7 because they don't want to compete with NFL. Get it, understand it, that kind of stuff. So maybe a month ago, then maybe you could do that. But I don't know. To me, I just think the championship at least should be. You know what I'm saying? T Rock, what's your thoughts?
I agree. I think it should be 7, but I mean, honestly, I don't even think they'd made that decision if they hadn't had as many odds on them as they had this season. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, among others. You
Mm.
know what I mean? So, because honestly, I don't think they had the time nor the money to do so. You know what I'm saying? Now they got a
They
little bit of
still
both.
broke.
You know what I'm saying? They got like, yeah. They always, they're basically deficit spending. They're always going to be deficit spending. They're going to always spend money that they don't have. But this is also hopefully doing this will garner them some more money and keep eyes on the game.
Right, right. It's a must, man. It's definitely a must. Much needed. Let me see. What's up, D? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Let's see. But yeah, you got to now. You got to capitalize on this. You got to capitalize on it. And hope that one of those young up and coming players get to the finals. That's the whole thing. They got to get there because then it's really gonna set it off. If they don't, yeah, that's not gonna be good. Let's get a quick look
Not
into
at all.
preseason women basketball top 25. You got South Carolina #1. Who knew? Who thought? Yeah, okay. UConn making a resurgence with Paige Becker #2. 3, Juju on that beat. USC. Louisville was preseason ESPN. This is ESPN. Was preseason at first 12. Now they done fell all the way back to 17. I don't know how you do that in the offseason unless everybody got another player. And I don't think everybody did. And Kentucky checks in at 23. This is really because of Georgia, Morey, who came from Virginia Tech, looks like Brooks, and the 6'5", 6'6" girl. But it is what it is. We'll see how that pans out. Man, with all this conference, it's almost like you got to get a playbook to see who's in what conference. Because is USC? Where's USC at? Are they still in? I mean, what are they in? Are they in the Big Ten? What's
Uh,
because a lot of movement happened.
If they,
yeah.
I
Where
think
is
they
she?
may
Let's
be
see.
in the Big
I
Ten
had it in my head when you asked.
because this is going to
I
be
was
this is
thinking
where it's
somewhere
going
where
to
they
be
was. Did they
interesting.
move?
Yeah, they better because Oregon's in
I
the
didn't
pack.
think they
I mean,
moved.
Big Ten. You know what I'm saying? That's because in the football
Big
you
Ten.
had Oregon against
Big
Ohio
Ten.
State. Big Ten, yeah. So they took all them heavyweights
Mm.
with them, and then Big 12 heavyweights with the SEC. That's why it's going to be really interesting to see this stuff because you're going to talk about teams ain't used to playing some other top, kind except UConn. I mean they just gonna beat up on Conference USA or wherever they at. I mean, they gonna bully ball them. And granted, Gino plays everybody. Basketball you can play everybody. Want to hit it this way: Louisville too low, too high, are just where they need to be. Same thing for Kentucky. Kentucky too high, too low, are where they need to be. Don,
I'm gonna say probably Louisville's probably because we did lose a lot, and we got Walsh went with the this year with the freshman. He went with the let me get these in.
foundation.
So I think we got like eight freshmen, I do believe, or something
Something
like that
crazy.
matter that joined. Yeah, so
And one
I think it could
one
be
transfer.
yeah, and one transfer. That might be where we need to be, or maybe even lower. I wouldn't be surprised. Even after last year, we got where we got, but we should have did even better than what we did last year.
Right.
And Kentucky, by them getting a new coach, bringing in a new player, and Kentucky could have possibly almost close to us. Really,
That's a lot. T Rock.
I'm just going by the coaching standard. Yeah,
Well, I feel like Louisville is probably where they need to be because of all the freshmen. If you're going to move them, maybe move them up a bit because it's not like they got Rudy Poot freshmen either. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They got girls that can actually play the game. And then with the transfer and all that stuff, the whole thing about the Louisville team is just you still in the unknown, right? Because you got good freshmen, but they're still freshmen.
Right.
So you got to see how they're going to play. And, you know what I'm saying? With Olivia still there and Marissa still there, hopefully they can bring them, become solid, where they need to become solid. As far as Kentucky, other than getting, Georgia, um, the guard, I think they're really, their standing is because of their coach. They have a damn good coach. Dude knows exactly what he's doing, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if they raise up, they go up the polls as the season goes on. But again, what I'm saying, it's to be seen. You know what I mean? So I would say give him a couple years or so and have them really playing ball. But he is playing in the SEC as well. So South Carolina ain't having it.
you know how it goes, right? You got to go to South Carolina.
Right. To me, real quick, I think I'm gonna start with Kentucky on that and say that I love Brooks. Brooks is a hell of a coach. Dude can do his thing, and the guard is phenomenal. But my issue is, let me see. My issue is that 6'6" transfer that came with them for Virginia Tech is not Kitely. Kitely was killing ACC. That's not her. So to me, I think they are too high. I mean, to me, they probably shouldn't even be ranked. Because once you play in the SEC, you're gonna need more than one player, and the only one proven player is her. All that other stuff you got returning, and really he kind of cleaned house. You know what I'm saying? So you talk about unknown. Georgia's the only one that's known,
I was
and
about
you
to
not
ask.
winning with that. You know what I'm saying? And with Louisville, I'm with you guys. I think it's about this, because I love Olivia Cochran, but to me, she's got to give more. I still don't know her game. I don't know if it's a stretch four, undersized center, somebody who with a jumper or what. I mean, she battle tested. She's going to give you some things, but she's been inconsistent, big time. She has to have a powerful year. Fifth year senior, you need to be averaging at least about 16 and 10 at least. And we're not, SEC's tough. It ain't like it's soft. And Marissa Russell, I really don't know what you're getting with her. You know what I'm saying? I mean, granted, we know all this experience that she has, but it hasn't translated on the court. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's my concerns with that. Mm. But this freshman, I am tickle pink, as they say, because there's a lot of talent. I think he should have never, I think the way the women basketball is, I think you never, especially when you being an elite, I think you never give up on that freshman class. It's not like he couldn't get 5 stars. You still can get the transfer portal, but get you sprinkly some of them 5-star people, 2 or 3, you know what I'm saying? And then go ahead and get your little transfer. You've been okay. I think he went all in, and it bit him last year. It bit him. It didn't. Mm-hmm. It didn't work. It didn't look good. So now you bring in 8 players. You know what I'm saying? To transfer from Miami, who can play defense. Somebody who can cut the head off the snake, which is different. You didn't have that. You still have Curry, who's a jump shooter. Now she's going to be, year 2, year 3, whatever, with Wall. So you're going to understand what needs to happen with that, right? What's that look like? You have, come on, Travis, Istanbula or whatever. What's her name? You know, the one we talked about last year?
Her name. We just call her Ella.
Ella's back. Ella, she's back, 6'3", you know what I'm saying? So you got some pieces that are back. You just going to need these freshman guards. Besides Curry, you know what I'm saying? And besides, I think it's Williams, they're going to have to step up. Zach Randolph's daughter's going to have to stand out. Gilbert Arenas' daughter, they're gonna have to do what they need to do. And I'm really for the one who but the one who was going to go to Clemson, Amani, I think, whatever, who's going to go to Clemson, she was top 10, top 15 guard. You know what I'm saying? She's the highest ranked one that we got. So I want to see what's going on. I think, I love Reagan Bender from Sacred Hearts get the opportunity to do her thing. She's lights out shooter. So, hey, let's go. Let's go. This is how you do. Go ahead and build it up so by the end of the season, we'll be ready to rock and roll. Point blank. And the reason why I'm saying that I don't think you lean heavy on transfer portal when you Louisville, because you're top. You was top 5, top 6 program. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That is what it is. So you don't need Louisville basketball. Hell yeah. You need all the help. Louisville basketball, you need to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You need to do that.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
That's
how, that's the difference to me. Let me see. Let's go on and start this right now. This hit the internet sensation, big time Ricky P. Should he be applauded or criticized for being at UK Midnight Madness? Whoo-wee. I have seen it always. We know UK people love it. This is the same guy who they was ready to hang off of 2nd Street Bridge because he was in Louisville. Mm-hmm. He betrayed us. Now you're loving him. That is so finicky to me, bro. That is so finicky, even when you think about it. Dude, I hope you guys know he still got a Louisville tattoo on his back. He does. Yeah, no matter how he paints it and colored, Camelot, this is the best thing since sliced bread or whatever. The reason why he's really back is because of Pope, his former player. You know what I'm saying? And he gave him an opportunity to me, try to get it in. He's probably up in the rafters. If he's not, this is giving an opportunity to get in the rafters. It's also giving an opportunity to be in the Hall of Fame of UK. I think that stuff means a lot to him. Period. Even though I'm not speaking of them. So now he's doing it with the Louisville. I don't speak of Bruh, all that riffraff talking about I can wear Kentucky, but man, you can wear whatever color you want. As a Louisville fan, I don't even give a shit. Really, when you was a coach, you did what you had to do, and that's cool. But you also let things fall to the wayside as a coach. We don't want to take blame for shit at all. And I get it. That's society. It is what it is. But as a diehard Louisville fan, that didn't move the needle with me. I didn't care. Like, do what you got to do, bro. All I know is if I was St. John's, you'd probably be fired. It's not like you're a retired coach. You're an active coach that went and participated in a team that you might be playing. I don't know if they playing this year or whatever, something like that. I don't know. If not, you have an opportunity that you're going to set it up. Even if both teams make it to the NIT, you're going to be playing. My whole thing is you are an active coach at St. John's, and they try to clean it up because the following day they had a video of pictures of him with St. John's stuff at UK practice. They know the heat they was going to get from that.
Yeah.
It is what it is. T-Rock, what's your thoughts on Ricky P?
I don't applaud nor criticize. I don't care. We are like 3 coaches and X amount of years beyond this at this point.
3 who?
Stevie Wonder could have saw this.
Were they coaches?
Well, you know what I'm saying. They ran the football. They ran the basketball team.
Right.
I'm beyond it all. I'm beyond it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, his thing was, he's still upset at, not that he shouldn't have been fired, but the way they fired him. And I'm not saying it could have been a knee-jerk reaction. I get it. I get it. You know what I mean? I understand that. And you felt like, there was certain people, maybe just one person who was no longer there too, that had your back.
One person, maybe this one.
Just one. And he ain't there no more either. He got fired when you got fired. So I say all that to say that, if you want to be at Kentucky and that's where you want your legacy to end and be, so be it. You got us wins, you got us a championship, and I'll be forever grateful for everything that you did for my program. But, you know what I'm saying, I'm not going to, kiss your ass and say, hey, this is all crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? If this is what you want, hey, thank you. We appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to feel like a Kentucky fan. I'm not. I'm just not. It's just stupid.
Right. The Don.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you this: when they announced Rick Pitino was coming, I was enthused. I was just so happy. I was happy. I was great back then because I just loved his style when he came. I loved it when he was here. I loved the style. I loved he played. But now, things went that way it did. Like I said, things happen on your watch. This is the program that I own. This is the program that I represent. This is my home program. I don't care about the coaches can come and go and do whatever else, but you let things happen like that on my program, hey, so be it. So now you gone, and Kentucky fans are acting like that ex-girlfriend that cheated on them, that went on to somebody else, that now is going to come back to them thirds after they've had 2 kids and a divorce, and then they're going to take them back, and now they happy. They like, oh, she's back. But they don't look she don't look the same. She's all tore up now.
Woo wee.
And
Damn,
but
Don.
y'all ready to take her back. Y'all
Damn.
can't wait. Y'all just happy he was in the house. I mean, so what? Like I said, St. John's I swear the athletic director, the president, all of them. He needs to be fined. Probably he's talked about. I don't know how much longer that man's gonna be there. Just doing stupid stuff like that. Yeah, St. John's. Yeah, they. No, you're not about to do that on our watch.
Say it with your chest.
Forget.
Say it with your chest. Don was saying it with his chest. The thing about it is, it's all sound good and dandy about St. John because to me, you're out of here. But they know he's a moneymaker. He ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? who you going to? He has brought it. He done pumped life back into them, right? He ain't going nowhere. Where you going to next? Back to the shit that you never knew before again? Nobody. You like really, really, really. Now, if this was like, let's put it this way. This is the question I got for you guys real quick. If he was at a, let's say this, no disrespect to St. John's, because St. John's, Coach Lou was the guy, you know what I'm saying? You know, Mark Jackson, Mullen, all them, you know what I'm saying? Love it. But if he was at a bigger brand,
Felipe.
if he was at a bigger brand, would he have pulled that stunt? That's the thing. Because my thing is this: if you're at a bigger brand and you did that, then I can see them firing you because they're like, "Nah, we ain't having that shit." Like, dude, come on, you got a team to run here. You run all this UK stuff, but come on, bro. I think a bigger brand, I don't think he'd pull that stunt. For real.
No.
He just send a
Not
he'll
if
just
he
do a
was at
video.
no Duke or North Carolina.
He just do a video.
Yeah,
I ain't
I
even
know
talking
Duke.
about that kind of bigger brand. I'm talking about like Michigan. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. If he was at somewhere like that
True.
got that long money, nah, bro, you out of here with that crap. We ain't doing that. But St. John's to me is tied in. They stuck.
Yeah, we don't
Well,
play
the
that
thing
game.
is, here's do would he have done it? No, but I think the circumstances would have been different because the administration would have said something about it prior to any of this going down. I think he pretty much runs the administration at St. John.
Oh, that's a
You know
problem.
what I'm saying? They got him on a pedestal. You know what I'm saying? This is the Rick Pitino. So let's do, you know what I'm saying? We don't care, so to speak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right. That's the issue. Ricky P got St. John's
Yeah, he
people
was at
feeling like they
Michigan.
Tulane.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And then if he was at a place like Michigan or something like that, no, the administration be like, where do you think you're going? No, we're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? This is not how we operate. You know what I'm saying? You don't run stuff around here. I do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's had the benefit of administrations, especially of ADs, basically loving him and kissing his ass.
Right.
Right? So that's where he's at now. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't been to an administration where, you know what I'm saying, that's going to happen. But again, you know, I'm not saying, let's just put it like this. If he was still at Louisville, now I understand the optics. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But if he was still in Lawrence and Jurich was still AD, that wouldn't have gone down.
Jurich might win with him.
Jurich would love the man to death, but nah, man,
Yeah, you
we
can't do
ain't
that.
doing that.
Yeah, and plus it really is it's out of respect too. You're not gonna come to your boss and be like, "Look, dude, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I know we got a season. You know, I'm only year 2, year 3, but I have to do this." No, you don't, bro. No, you don't. And I hope he did the Y at the Vanderbilt game. I hope he did. All right, real quick. Preseason top 25 for the basketball. You have Kansas number 1, number 2 Alabama, number 3 UConn, Indiana 17, UK 23. I think that's the lowest they've been ranked. And that long shit. I mean, woo! What's this, Tubby? Preseason, something like that? Billy G? Somebody like that? Yeah. And Louisville receiving votes will be 46. Wow. Bang! They got that Travis thing. I got to see it to believe it. That's what I'm doing. So, and I get it. And really, that's good for them. Do what you got to do. Don't even worry about nothing. Just go ahead and move forward. Indiana, though, even though Mark Cuban and them paid for everybody, hell, they was sucky too. But hey, 17 and Kentucky. What's your thoughts on Indiana 17, Kentucky 23, the Don?
Oh, it's interesting they even got Kentucky that high, but I guess they just going off the recruits they got. I mean, it seemed like they could have been maybe not even the top 25 because, to tell you the truth, it's not like Mark Pope scares anybody about his coaching. Doesn't scare nobody, so it's like, Okay, they got a couple. They got a couple 5 stars here, a couple guys here. Yeah, they might get lucky. We'll put them at the bottom of the list. But Indiana,
More than respect,
uh,
more out of
I don't,
respect for the Kentucky name.
more with respect to the brand. It's all
Mm.
about the brand, and probably the same thing about Indiana. But Indiana, they probably could be. Tell you the truth, Indiana probably could be 23, and Kentucky could be out of there.
Mm.
But that top three right there looks mighty powerful. I tell you that too.
Yes. Well, it depends on what Alabama gonna do. You know which Alabama you getting. T-Rock.
Just like we talked about the end of
Um,
the
Kentucky is basically just like Louisville. You still have the unknown, right? So even with that, they're still Kentucky. They still got some. They got some guys. So hence the 23.
Mm-hmm.
Indiana, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know much about who they have on the team to be ranked 17. They had unless something happened between now and last season. Uh, I don't know. I mean, they didn't look 17 last season. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that they got in there now is a little confusing to me. But hey, you know what I mean? Who am I? Who am I? So, but yeah, that don't make any sense to me. Um, but yeah, like you said, as far as Louisville, it's you can't win like 4 games and then expect to be in the top 25 because you got a new coach and other players.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean
I
they got
get
they
it.
got they got to perform.
Yeah, got to,
They got to perform.
and that should be a chip on them. You know, if you guys are really cohesive team and love it, and and mash, and then hey, you ain't worried about it. You know, after about some games in the season, get in that top 25 because there's going to be a lot of movement. The Kentucky thing is strictly brand. I don't. It is strictly brand for them to be 23, for real, for real. And they didn't even have, and then like they had a top transfer portal class. So let's
Yeah, they
keep it
was
100.
there's writing it down. There's writing it down. It's like, all right, we're almost at 25. Who we forget?
Kentucky,
Oh,
Kentucky.
that's right. That's right.
We gotta put them in there. Come on now. Let's show a little love.
Let's do that.
Indiana though, they pay for a lot of players. You know what I'm saying? The guy from what was that, Utah State that wanted like 2 to 3 million. That dude. No. He went to
Is that
Washington.
the
They took the
no?
Bello guy from Arizona.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
paid
That's what I
him.
was thinking
They
of. The
paid
one
his
from Arizona.
ass a
Yep.
lot, and then they paid some other couple other cats. Hey, if Mark Cuban wants to spend that money and all that kind of stuff, but he still got to have coaching. Woodson is not a good coach, dude. Sorry, because he had talent last year. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he hasn't had talent. Yeah, it's coaching, and like the Don said, Kansas stays up where what I'm saying. UConn. I don't know why y'all poking the bear. I don't know why y'all got them number 3. Y'all just should have keep them number 1 because they just use that for
Just stay.
motivation. Just leave them alone. You know what I'm saying? Just leave it at 1 and everybody else can come and get them. Because Hurley got that shit rolling, man. I mean, that is what it is. He's rolling big time. Very impressive. Very impressive. All these mics was
Oh
on last
man,
night.
man.
DiVincenzo, not happy with the Knicks after being traded. Dude was talking nonstop and was at the coaches. Kind of funny that him and Rick Brunson, was going at it at the end of the game. I mean, goodness gracious, bro. Hey, this is professional sports, man. You're not Patrick Ewing. Did you actually think you could not be traded? Like, that's what gets me. Like, dude, you was a good role player. He was not an all-star, and he is hot because he ain't with his Villanova partners no more. The band was broken up, and we talk about David Ruffin. Dude was doing David Ruffin stuff last night. Dude was doing David
Yeah.
stuff. He was like, hold on, man. That's what happened when they put you in charge, Tim. Like, God, man, come on, bro.
He did say it.
Get them checks, man, because you started with the Bucks anyway. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't with the Knicks at first. It is, man. It is what it is. Just keep it moving, man. Get them checks. Knock them jumper down. come on, man. Hell, the ones who should be mad is like the Randall and Cat, not you. I don't get it. Don, what's your thoughts on my guy who's mad because he's not going to be able to get them Philly steaks quick?
Man, I mean, that's the thing about, like I said, Brunson. You messing with his daddy, though. You messing with my
Hey,
man's
y'all
daddy.
boys.
So you gonna come? Yeah. So then you talking shit to my dad, player? Come on, now. We can't go out like that. We supposed to be cool.
Right.
But you gonna talk shit to my dad? Hey, we got a problem.
Right.
So it's just like, dang. Yeah, he was totally out of order and not happy at all. So it's like, hey, give somebody a phone call or, chat it on DM me or something after the game. Let's go have some birds afterwards. Let's calm down a little bit. This is all business. We didn't have nothing to do with this, or did we? So right. So no,
They was probably trying to get rid of Randall, and Minnesota said we're gonna need
Yeah.
more than this to take this head case. We sending you a head case, but we want a little bit more because this diva's gonna be needing something else. So yeah, you're right. Did you know, T Rock?
I don't understand what he's unhappy about. Like, the only thing I can feel like you're unhappy with is that you were told something and then the opposite happened.
True.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't understand that the business that you're in is a business and you want to talk crazy to folk, that's the only thing that can make sense in my head is that you was told something and it went the other way.
South.
That's it. Otherwise, then you have zero business savvy. And the thing that you're untouchable, you know what I'm saying, is incredible to me. So he should just shut the hell up. Play basketball. Get paid and give the next team a reason not to trade you.
Right.
right.
You right. What's up, Miss Tanya Whitaker Coleman? DuPont is still rocking, baby. DuPont is still rocking. They are still rocking,
Right.
baby. They still rocking. They still partying. They still partying. Yes, sir. Oh, shoot, real quick. Let me get a little update real quick. Mets, Dodgers, Guardians, Yankees, Major League Baseball. Let's see. Let's go to yesterday. You had the Dodgers destroyed the Mets 9-0 yesterday, take a 1-0 lead. But Mets said we ain't going nowhere. They win today 7-3, so that series tied 1-1. Game one right now with the Yankees and Guardians. Yankees up 4-1 in that one. Mr. Don. Real quick, and we're gonna be real quick with this. But I'm gonna get you. Your team is playing. So, what's your thoughts on the Dodgers and Mets?
Well, they gave up. What would they do? They gave up the second one. They let the Mets come back and hit that grand slam on them. So, they're gonna regret that one. So hopefully they can come back strong on the next one. Let's see that, because I'm looking for might be one of those great ones from the Dodgers and Yankees to play. So hey, who knows?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That should be. Hey, who knows? It'll be a good one either way. So, the Guardians. I'm going to see y'all do some stuff. I know the Yankees don't won 50 championships, but it is what it is. All right.
Right.
Speaking of games, not going to hit the Louisville game. Y'all have to tune in for the bird's eye view for that one. But we'll give you a dandy. We'll give you a real dandy one right now. Vandy beats UK. Wow. So all that juice that was rocking and rolling with that Ole Miss is just over with. It's spilled. It's over with. Vandy 20, Kentucky 13. I'm gonna do the stats real quick. Total yardage. Vanderbilt only had 288 yards. Kentucky had 322. Passing, Vanderbilt 143. Kentucky had 158. Rushing, 145. Vandy 164 for UK. 2 turnovers for Kentucky. 1 for Vanderbilt. And I'm gonna say I remember seeing this guy real quick. I remember seeing Diego the quarterback for Vanderbilt played in, I think it was New Mexico or whatever.
Vandy.
Dude was a dog then. He has beat Alabama, and I'm going to say Kentucky. Just for the simple fact because, Vanderbilt has trouble beating anybody. So you had the biggest win in your program history, and you follow up with another with a road game win over a team who everybody thought because they beat Ole Miss that hey, we top 25. We're gonna not so fast, not so fast. Wow, I'm hearing a ton of excuses. I'm hearing we just don't play well at home.
What sense does that make?
Okay. We're not as focused at home like we should be. Maybe too many tickets is being to the family and everything else. We play better on the road. All all this kind of stuff. I will say this: special teams means a lot. Special team means a lot. You can't have a long snapper that's constantly dribbling the ball back there and a holder, whatever. That it affects a lot of things. But UNK's offense is not good, bro. It's not. You have two, and T Rock said it. We discussed it already. As far as for the Don, everybody on the show, you have two, probably top 50 receivers, top 75 receivers. Let's put it that way. Period. Playing in college football. You have one of you. Yeah, I'll say this. You probably have, as far as the tandem, top 30 tandem, Barium and Key. And you can't even get them the ball unless it's short. The problem is you got the wrong quarterback back there. Your transfer portal, you just thought because the dude was at Georgia as a backup and did okay in these camps that he did when he came. Dude is garbage. He's garbage. In the running game, you don't have Ray Davis back there. Benny Snell, whoever back. You don't have that. It's not the same. And the offensive line is not the same. Defense is stout. Even though, you know what I'm saying, they had their laps, they are stout. But you got a quarterback that can't even throw the ball, really, bro. Like, that's been a strain of this. Their best quarterback was Lynn Bowden, who wasn't even supposed to play quarterback. And he was running the ball.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. T-Rock, what's your thoughts on Vandy with an impressive win, especially that they follow up after they beat Bama?
It's funny because both of them went in there with juice. You know what I'm saying? Both of them went in there with all the confidence in the world.
Big time.
Yeah, it's just like you. I agree. And again, I said this last time. It's. I don't know the name of their offensive play caller.
Yeah.
But he, as a football team, universally known. This is a universal thing. You get the ball in the playmaker's hands.
Yep.
Right now, the ball stays in Vandegrift's hands so much, and he's not the playmaker
At all.
He's got to get the ball to Key and Brown. I mean, that's just what it is. You know what I mean? And they have to scheme for them. Otherwise, you're going to keep losing games. So Kentucky is going to have to figure some stuff out. Offensively, they're going to figure stuff out. Defense, I'm never too worried about their defense. You know what I mean? They'll get cooked from time to time, but they're generally consistent. But they're going to have to scheme for their offensive players, especially, you know what I'm saying, for what they got. Otherwise, they're just this is going to be it's going to continue to be a weekly thing.
Didn't they get another guy from the Rams? They keep getting for the Rams. Did he come back? I mean, like who is? I mean, they keep getting him. A dude left, came back. I don't know what the hell. Then you got another one or some shit. But like you said, real quick, Don, before you do it, Brock Vandegrift, 15 for 25, 158 yards, 1 TD. Vandy is not a lights out defense. Like, dude, come on, dude. Like, ridiculous. Key, 8 for 83, 1 TD. And Barry Brown, only 3 catches, 36 yards. One of the fastest people on earth. And you can't get him the ball. Go ahead, Adon.
I'm just going to tell you what I noticed when I tuned into the little bit of the game that I saw. I just had to watch it for shits and giggles because it's the thing to me. It's a lot of not discipline. The discipline on Kentucky, their team, that's what it was. It was they had 12 penalties for 105 yards.
Big time.
I mean, they out. Yes, and plus they had 2 turnovers. So that's what did it right there because they had more yards than Vandy. They had 322 yards compared to Vandy's 288. So, of course, Kentucky fan, oh, we should have won that game. We should have won that game. Probably, refs and everything else. The seats were too hot. It was too cold. The turf, the field was not fieldy enough. I mean, the refs was not roughing good enough. But, they're going to come up with all type of excuses like anything else. But it was a lot of discipline, not a lot of non-disciplined players out there that got those penalties that made the game what it was. And about 20 and 13, I mean, like you said, the stats tell it where Vandy didn't do nothing spectacular for Kentucky. But, I mean, they seem like they lost the game themselves.
Discipline since Stoops has been there.
True.
Kentucky's had no discipline since Stoops has been there.
I think he applauds that. Like he's thinking that's aggression and nah, bro. Because you had Dan King mugging a guy on the sideline with the ball and stuff. No flags and stuff, and no yanking him like, hey man, you can't do this. Like, oh, go ahead.
Yeah,
that's passion. Okay, all right.
Passion. Yeah. Let the next man do it.
Yeah, we know how they go. That might be check. That might be the check is in the mail. That might be the check in the mail. I don't know. All right. NFL, Lions loses Hutchinson in blowout, historical blowout of Dallas Cowboys. I think 38 points, some crap like that. But my whole thing is this. No, I'm hitting it from the Detroit thing. I mean, I should have known better. Yesterday was the anniversary of the passing of my father, who's a big time Detroit fan. So with all my bets I do, I should have went ahead and went Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Pops. That was his day. It was his team. All that kind of stuff like that. So at the end of the day, I heard you. You sent the message loud and clear on that crap. This hurts them. This truly hurts them. That offense is going to be doing whatever it got to do, but that defense is really not that like that with Hutchinson. Hutchinson's going to get his sacks, all that kind of stuff. Him and McNeil, that could be terrorists. But when you take top 5 edge rusher out, who broke his leg, and he ain't coming back, yeah, they're going to miss that. So they may, if I'm them, I'm trading. What an old boy from the Jets don't want to play for the Jets because he ain't getting paid, dude, from the Eagles. You might want to go get him because for real, their offense is wicked. It is wicked. I mean, no matter, even though I can't stand golf, but that Ben Johnson, that offensive coordinator who's going to be somebody's head coach, I hope he might be Dallas next year. Yeah, that needs to be something. But he is wicked with his game planning, and they loaded. But you're going to have some kind of resistance on defense. You got to have somebody who can maybe make plays and coming. And Hutchinson was that guy. You lose him, I mean, you can celebrate the win, whatever, but you're going to pay the price without having him. And let me ask y'all, this is the question. Does this hurt they play Super Bowl chances? Losing Hutchinson. T-Rock.
It certainly doesn't help. It's the thing about the NFL, and just like any other sport, it's always next man up, but the next man up ain't a Hutchinson. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So now defense has to scheme a little bit different now that you've lost that kind of player. Ultimately, that's I'm going to say that's up to the defensive coordinator if it hurts their chances or not. Like I said, it definitely doesn't help them, but time will only tell how bad it actually hurts them.
All right. The Don.
Oh, most definitely though, because we know how they say defense wins championships, and how much they leaned on Hutchinson and for that Detroit defense as it is. He was a problem. You had to zone in on him. You had to watch him. You had to
Right.
make sure you knew where this man was, and that's just one less headache for the opponent.
Right.
So it just opens things up for them. I mean, Detroit was holding some, good defense. I want to say through so far this year, but at the
Right.
same time, they was giving up a little. But now this definitely ain't going to help. So,
Right. Yeah.
ugh,
It's
that
ugly.
hurts.
It's
Yeah,
easier,
that
like you
wasn't pretty.
said,
That
when
wasn't
you
pretty.
got the edge rusher that you ain't got. Like now, McNeil's a defensive tackle. You can chop, you can do whatever, but you ain't got to worry about that dude coming in because his motor is like, you know what I'm saying, like Crosby and all them. He don't stop. You know what I'm saying? And now he stopped. So that we don't know when it's going to pay dividends. Maybe it is going to be when you have to make that key stop, and you ain't got that player that can make it. So, and like T Rock said, you got the scheme, but it's kind of different when you ain't got that dog. So the Browns bench Watson, cut him in the offseason. Let's just, I mean, we talk about
Get
Mr.
down
You know,
to it.
the thing about it is it's rhetorical because it constantly happens nonstop, and we know why the Browns don't want to because they done spent all that money. But hey, sometimes you got to bite the bullet, and this is a big bullet that you need to bite because dude is horrible. Dude is not going to win any more games. I don't know. I don't even know who's the backup quarterback. I don't know who that is. Who that? But something needs to happen. I'm tired to even see him on the screen because it's the same old stuff, and it's getting ridiculous. And not a Browns fan. Don't care for the Browns. Whatever. But my gosh, this is embarrassing. Period. The Don, what? And you can even scrap. What's the game plan with Watson? What would you do with Watson, bro? Let's put it that way. What would you guys do with Watson?
I mean, ooh, it's so hard because, like you said, trying to bite the bullet. We paying too much money for this man, but he's not producing. He's not we not get our money's worth. He's, it's like, what are you even out there, bro? Because you're not even showing like you trying to improve. Like week in and week out, we're not seeing nothing out of you. You're not helping Cleveland do. Ugh. Maybe I think you might want to bench him and like for a game or two or something, or let him feel how it feels. Like, hey, bro, watch from the outside. Make him fight for it. Make him, be hungry for it. Or is he just gonna be that guy to sit back and just say, "I'm getting paid, so I'm good."
No matter what, you got to take care of me.
Right.
T Rock.
Fire the GM.
And the president.
Fire the GM. You try GM the president and bench him. You know what I'm saying? That was the worst decision ever in the history of NFL football. Let me tell you about it. One of the worst decisions in the history of NFL football. Come on now. I mean, I don't understand what he did to deserve the kind of money anyway. I mean, right. I would say I'm not saying cut him. What I would say is bench him because everybody needs a good backup QB.
Yeah, they ain't even getting that with him. TDR needs to start. Go ahead and start him. Jameis, whoever's the number 2, and this bench him. I would, you know what? If you want to do a point or kind of like the Don said, basically trying to see if benching him would get him revved up a little, man, inactivate his ass. You got DTR there, that's Darian Thompson, Robinson, and you got Jameis Winston. They have a better chance of winning games than Deshaun Watson. Go ahead and activate his ass for a couple of games. Let him know that we're not playing with you. It is what it is. Yeah, I mean, there's no difference for him not playing than with him playing. Only thing is you're signing that check no matter what. That's the whole thing. This was the worst investment. The worst investment. And this is, T-Rock, I think this is going up as one of the worst just because you pretty much saved Houston from this embarrassment. You gave him 230 guaranteed, and he had all kinds of shit hanging over his head. Every team has a private investigator. They know what the hell's going on. And you decided you thought none of this stuff was going to pan out. Come on to Cleveland. Look what done happened. And your play sucks. We have to deal with this, and your play sucks. Women are coming out more and more, just like people coming out for Diddy. It's just nonstop, bro. And it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop, dude. While you keep on smiling and man, people coming up and everything. Like I said, because I think he's against the cap. I think next year it'll be 150 or something. I mean, it's crazy, and it might be less than that. I hope it is less because they are getting ready. You know, when you sell your soul to the devil, now you stuck with this dude because nobody's taking that contract. Like you have to really, you have to cut him because no one's gonna trade for him, and you're gonna have to owe big time money, and you got big time talent on that defense that you have to pay. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. Now, I don't know, T-Rock, if you got to see it. I'm pretty sure that Don got to see Lamar versus Jaden. Lived up to it. It really did. It lived up to it because people always try to get rid of Lamar, say Lamar, even though dude's 2-time MVP. Well, he didn't win. He has not won a championship. Well, this dude's better. He's got a better arm. He's got whatever. And I've said it before, and I said it recently, I didn't think that the Commanders played anybody yet. So they did play somebody, and really it was 30 to 16. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden they got another touchdown, whatever. But the Commanders are in great hands with this young buck. They've always had talented receivers. They always had good to decent line and decent to good running backs. The defense has been solid. Now they have a playmaker back there. Commanders is dangerous. And they're going to be dangerous. They are going to be so dangerous. They are going to be the team in the NFC East, point blank. Because dude can pass it, he can run it, and he has poise. Dude knows. And he's got great receivers. As long as you keep everybody in tackle, we know NFL is about the business, so everybody's not going to stay there. Good. But Lamar Jackson, quit disrespecting him. Put some respect on his name, man. Lamar, you know what? The best thing could happen is that, hey, I got a real running back. I ain't got no running back by committee. I got this big stud. And either I'm going to give it to him, I'm going to roll, and these guys are running free. And they took her. People thought that they was going to lose this game just because Washington was coming there and they don't want to give Lamar credit. Man, hey, I'm just going to say this. Lamar Jackson team is now 4-2. Started 0-2, and you do not want to see them. If that defense can tighten up some stuff, you do not want to see them. And this may be the year. I understand we got Kansas, but this may be the year. And if he does make the Super Bowl, they're still going to be on his back. What was your thoughts on Don of Lamar and Jaden?
I mean, it was great. I say it was a great show. I mean, of course, I just loved it even at the end where they got together and hugged it out. I know Lamar said some good words to the man. I mean, hey, it was, hey, the next coming. I mean, everybody wants to push Lamar, like you said already. They ready to push him already out to the side and look for the next great thing. But, I mean, Lamar's still here. Lamar's still playing. And Baltimore, the secondary is really shady. So you go and pass on Baltimore, their defense. Mm-hmm. I don't think you're going to run on them a lot. But they get all that tightened up. They could be right back in the mix. Deep down in the playoffs come, January. So who knows what's going to happen. And
Lamar Jackson, 7 years, 2 MVP. Actually, in his 6 years, he had 2 MVP. But go ahead, Don.
Yeah, but, are you sure you don't want to play another position? No, I'm playing quarterback. That's the position I play. But, I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, I was about to say the Redskins again. The Commanders, like, hey, y'all just take care. Just take care of that man. Take care of that
Have
young
to.
buck, and he's going to take you places because he's there. He's proven.
Yep. T-Rock.
I got to see a little bit of this game, and first of all, Lamar, when you talk to especially those who say they know football and those who think they're a quarterback purist, Lamar's never going to get that fair shake.
Right.
I don't care. He'll win the Super Bowl, but he's not going to get that fair shake.
King Henry
He's
won
always
it.
going to be the yeah. He's always going to be. He's the running guy. You know what I'm saying? He really can't pass. He's not accurate. And that's going to haunt him for his whole career. And it is what it is. So if that's going to haunt him for his whole career, now let's hop on this new thing we got going on because you can see him whipping the ball around and all this good. You know what I'm saying? Good stuff, and he's running around too. The only difference is he's just now starting to play.
Right.
3-4 years down the line, he can have Lamar numbers, and they're gonna talk about him like they talk about Lamar. You know what I'm saying?
But do you
But here's go
do
ahead.
you think the LSU versus Louisville thing? Because
No,
if you look at it, what I'm saying is Lamar had a better passing career at Louisville than Jaden Daniels, even though that he came from Arizona State. But this dude came from LSU. They ain't gonna question. They gonna question him in the same, but not the same as much as Lamar come from Louisville.
right. There's exactly. But still, it's what it boils down to is let's see where Jaden is 6 or 7 years in his career, right? Because if he's in the same quote unquote place as Lamar, then that's exactly what they're going to build him as, regardless of where he came from. He can't win in the playoffs. He can't do this. He can't do that. They're always going. It's always going to make something up to not give this man his flowers. You know what I'm saying? Lamar could win MVP this year, and there's going to be people say, "Well, he's still a
Don,
great
look it up
quarterback."
for me real quick. Real quick. I'm sorry, T-Rock.
What's up?
Yeah,
Tom Brady's first 2 years. I mean, 7 years, 6 years, 6 years. We said this is Lamar's 7th year. I don't know too many quarterbacks got 2 MVPs in their first 6 years, and I know Brady didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like dude has done something. I don't care that they bombed out and frayed out or whatever, but it's not too many quarterbacks in the first 6 years they got MVP of the league. Now, yes, you need to bring home that bacon now. Like T-Rock saying, that line that the line does move. It does move. It definitely with Lamar. Because you had defied everybody. We didn't think he was gonna do this, and my gosh, whatever. So I'm with you though. I see what you're saying. But like it's really not even it's not first of all, if this wasn't Lamar and it was a quarterback that had 2 MVP, you would never compare on a level a rookie to him. You can say they compare, whatever, but you're ready to bestow him the crown. He's better than Lamar. No, he's not. No, he's not.
no, he's really not.
Good play.
And regardless of the fact that who's playing now, Aaron Rodgers and all these, you know what I'm saying, just pocket quarterbacks, you know what I'm saying, that they're gonna praise and all this stuff because Lamar plays the position differently.
Right.
Because Jaden plays the position differently. You know what I'm saying? So, to those quarterback purists, those Tom Brady's, Peyton Manning's, Aaron Rodgers, those kind of people who like these kind of players, Lamar will never be a great quarterback to them. He will always be a great athlete. You know what I'm saying? He'll be all this stuff, but he'll never be a great quarterback.
Well, let's call
because
it.
he changed the position.
Let's call a spade.
No, I'm
a
just saying
spade.
he changed the position.
Let's call a spade a spade. He'd be the best black quarterback.
Yeah.
That's what it'd be.
Let Kirk Cousins get that shit twice.
Shit, if he gets it twice, we Atlanta, they gonna arrest everybody in Atlanta.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Let him get it twice. It'll be a totally different conversation.
Hell, he wouldn't even believe it. Thoughts on Caleb Williams and the Surgeon Birds? You know, they
Well,
are
let
what?
me
What are
tell
they
you.
four? Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to tell you. Well, Tom Brady didn't get his first one to 8 years in the league.
Okay.
It was in 2007. So then it went 4 years later. He got another one, and then 8 years later, he got another one.
So he's got 3 MVPs.
Yep.
Cool. Still, yeah. All right. Thank you for doing that. The Birds is 4-2. Caleb Williams look like that spoiled kid coming to the lead and all this stuff. But if you sit back and watch it, first of all, the head coach Uberflus, who everybody was trying to run out of there, dude is an offensive minded person too. But the one thing I did not like is how they got all these weapons for him. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I identified that Mr. Fields can't do it. I need somebody who can chuck it, and dude can chuck it. The interesting thing to me, guys, is this: NFL season is long. As long as Caleb Williams can stay healthy and Jaden, this is going to be a race because Caleb Williams got some weapons. He has some weapons too, just like Washington. And dude can throw that thing, bro. And he can scoot. He can't run as quick and do whatever. But dude, this comes off wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm that guy and the prima donna type stuff.
Yeah.
But dude can play, and he's improving. Not saying that his 6 games look like Jaden, but his 6 games don't look too. The first 2 to 3 games, it was kind of suspect. But dude he's picking it up. And what I'm saying is he also's got a offensive-minded coach that can protect him, and their defense is better to me than the Commanders. So all you have to do is do what you got to do, and we're gonna see. Hey, hats off to him because I didn't see him getting it this quick, but I think he's turned the corner. T-Rock, what's your thoughts on Caleb Williams and the Bears? Period.
I find it fascinating that both Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels have both started to play well around the same time, which tells me that they're picking up, you know what I'm saying, what the offense is putting down, so to speak. You know what I mean? So they're picking it up very, very quickly. I, I'm just happy that he's not a number 1 first round bust. He's playing the position well. I happen to have a couple of his guys on my fantasy, or at least one. So that also helps me out. But you know what I'm saying? I think he's overall, what's this, week 6, if I'm not mistaken? Yeah, I think it's this week 6.
This pass is week 6. Yeah.
Yeah, this is So
he don't remember because he was on
we'll
Party Express.
We'll see where we're at week 12.
Yeah,
but hey, you know what I'm saying? We keep it moving, keep doing your thing. But like I said, obviously they're when you see things like this, it just lets me know that coaching is helping them and playing to their strengths right now.
Looking good. The Don.
Oh man, Caleb Williams is making me eat crow because I was doubting the man. I just didn't believe in him at first. I wasn't for show. I thought he was all showboat. I was show and tell. I was like, tell me something. Show me what you can do. And he's starting to do it. Because especially he came out the first game. The first game he had, the man threw for 93 yards. 93 yards,
Right.
nothing. Towel
Right.
over his face. What am I doing? 48% completion rate. I mean, he was terrible. And, we was like, oh, is this the right choice? And now Chicago, I mean, he's already thrown for 1,300 yards this year, 9 touchdowns, but the man has to slow down on his interceptions because he's almost averaging 1 a game. But Hey, lately he's been lighting it up and finding receivers open and getting it in there. And hey Caleb, you keep showing him. I'm like, oh gosh, I might have to go pick you up myself. Cause hey, you
Well,
doing better than some of my quarterbacks are.
I feel you. I'm with you. Understand you. And no, for and the crazy thing is that you know, besides the weapons, it seemed like they like him. That's that. A lot of times people like, hey, and he's got veterans around him. Hell, I would love to have DJ Moore, Keenan Allen. You know what I'm saying, and commit. There's, what I'm saying, as a core. That kind of stuff like that. And dude, hey man, this has been impressive, man. And the Bears people, hey, keep him healthy, keep him clean. He gonna be right. He don't need to run the ball a lot. Dude weighs about 100 pounds. He ain't no big dude either. Just like Jaden's not. He's not no big dude, so you don't want to get him smashed. But dude, they can throw it. They can throw it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we don't want Caleb break no nail or anything. So yeah.
All of our favorite coach, Eagles head coach, Serrano, talks trash to fans, his own fans, because they was booing because they're like, hold on, this game's a little bit too close. You suck. We tired of you. All this kind of stuff. And dude goes to the sidelines and start talking trash to his own fans. Man, I mean, I know Philly rocks to a different beat. They cap is long, so they pay for everybody everything. It'll make no difference. But can you please fire him, bro? Like, I mean, for real, because they're not winning the Super Bowl. Not with him as a head coach. Dude would implode if they won. He would implode right there on the stage to get the Lombardi because he's just so full of it, bro. And the stuff, he's so childish, man. I know he's a young pup, but he is just ridiculous. Like, how did that interview go with him? Because how he's on TV is probably how he is sitting next to you playing Uno, talking about sports, talking about politics, whatever. Dude looks like that's him, regardless of the situation. That's him. I don't know how he got the job. I mean, don't get me wrong. They win. They do some stuff. But I think they're decreasing, and he's not helping. T-Rock, I know how much you love him. I'm going to let you go ahead and get it rocking with him real quick.
Got you, because I thought you was kind of nice. And I'm going to say this. He looks like an asshole. Dude's an asshole. I mean, he is. He is just straight up. You know what I'm saying? It is not far beyond the pale for me to understand that he did this to his own fans. It's to the fans. That's par for the course for him. If he's willing to talk crazy to the opponent's fans and, you know what I'm saying, and all that stuff after, you know what I'm saying, a win or whatever, or, you know what I'm saying, why wouldn't he do it to his own fans after, you know what I'm saying, the loss? You knew what you signed up for in Philly. You're not the only one getting booed out there. But yet you want to take it upon yourself to talk trash. Yeah, I'm with you. Fire him like yesterday. But they'll probably ride out the season with him and then let him go. I hope they lose every other game.
I like every game. I like every game. I'm sorry. That was nice of you.
Yes.
Every game. The Don.
Well, I meant every game.
Okay.
It was the beer.
Okay. We know what you meant from the heart.
I mean, that, man.
I'm thinking your president, general manager, somebody got to step to this man. Probably you got to get a fine or something. Just by you showing it's extra. You're doing too much. You putting attention on you where the attention shouldn't be. Come on. I mean, y'all won the game, so be it, but you got to bring it out. And now that more attention is drawn to you than the Eagles winning. So yeah, I don't know. Is this man going? Is he going to last a season? Because the Eagles really, can't say they
I
really
hope he
doing
does,
it
and they continue
great.
to lose.
So, how you really feel, Todd?
Yeah, say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. Yeah, that's
Can't
okay.
stand that man.
Hey, that's cool. Yeah, right. You know what? It's just stuff that's not this neat. It's all about him, and that's the issue. It's all about him, and he's been acting the ass. He's been an ass. We know that, and it's when you get tired of it. Only reason why you don't get tired of it is because you win. If the Commanders win this division, then it's like, hold on. You know what I'm saying? We were, come on now, what we doing here? So yeah, he's ridiculous. All right, before we get out of here, you got the Bills. That was 1.5 point favorite of the Jets. Right now the game is 20-20 in the third quarter. And I don't know if you guys saw, you probably did, because I know how we be glancing. I know I be glancing. Aaron Rodgers threw another Hail Mary at halftime. I mean, Hail Marys. This dude, you cannot get Hail Mary. Dude done threw about 3 or 4 Hail Marys in his career, which is odd as hell. Dude is different when it comes to that. But if the Bills lose this game, I'm gonna need everybody, but all this, give me that same energy that I give these other quarterbacks, such as Lamar and all these other people. Dude don't have a number one receiver. Been saying that. I do love Ray Davis in there. I said it before. I know the Don said it before. Cook has been okay, good running back, but to me, I think Davis is a better running back. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff like that. But you can't lose to the Jets, can you? I don't know. I guess you can.
No.
Who really cares? This division is wide open because you got a team that does not have a quarterback at all, who's trying to get him to come back. And I'm gonna need you to come back, dude, for fantasy purpose. I am. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna need you to come back for fantasy purpose. Please come back. Please come back.
We're gonna think this man's health. Let's think this man's health.
You leaving me 50
We gotta think his
points.
health.
You leaving me 50 points on the sidelines in the game, and I'm gonna need you to do this stuff big time and all this stuff. I just wanted to update that. All right, let's do it this way. Y'all know how we do it. T-Rock, what you leaving the people with?
Oh man, hope everybody again has a fantastic week, and everybody be safe. Hopefully I'll see y'all again later on this week.
The Don.
Hey, I just had a future doctor just tell me moments ago, your life is as good as your mindset.
So we doing that now? T-Rock, you see what he did? Sis, I'm gonna need you to text us some words of the day, wisdom too.
Yes,
We gonna need that too.
I need some
Goodness
wisdom.
gracious. We gonna need that too. My gosh. Two things I'm gonna leave with this week. Action pack. Get an interview for the Wheel Show tomorrow. Hopefully we got one Thursday. Then No Cap. It's on No Cap is Thursday. Well, hold on, let me back up. 2 interviews. So tomorrow and Wednesday. Also Wednesday we have the Don's Playbook, Fantasy Playbook. 11 o'clock in the morning. Make sure you get ready for that. Like I said, you got No Cap, which is off the chain. Off the chain. You just don't know how. If you have not seen that, then you're very much missing. Period. Bird's Eye View. It's on Friday. Make sure you do that. So we got that. Also got an announcement tomorrow. Sponsorship for the Wheel Show. So get ready for that. All that kind of good stuff. Just want to leave the people, with, it don't make no difference, what you're doing. If you want your stuff out here, come on over here to the best, the dopest network, period. Shows, period. We down to earth. We raw and uncut. We're going to give it to you how you should get it. And we take pride in it because we know what we're talking about. And we have fun with it. come on and go to the pages, check us out, see what the deal is, and you're gonna enjoy it, big time. And Miss Wilcox, paging Miss Wilcox.
Wait.
We're gonna be paging you every day, all the way up to Thursday. We're gonna be paging you. Make sure you're ready to rock and roll. No ifs, buts, nothing like that. You know, you got to man up. You got to man up. We man up. It's wrong. We picked some wrong teams. It's all good. So I hope everybody enjoy the Monday and get ready for a look, look, he is so happy. He's so happy.
No, wait.
And we got a trip we're gonna be making. So make sure you don't want to miss that. Should be a banger. All that kind of stuff like that. It's getting down in the nitty gritty. And we got some more announcements that's coming up in the near future that you might want to know, because everybody knows no cap for football, but got something up our sleeves, and we'll see if some other people bite. They bite all the time. But God bless y'all. We out of here. Peace out.